Welcome back, boys and girls, to another Echocalypse video. So, somebody got a little lucky on his next multi. I was able to build up enough crystals, actually ended up getting himself another multi, and we actually did end up drawing Everlasting Flame, Chiraha SSR unit, as well as the first multi that I had on my 10 times arms. I pulled her actual ordinance of the Jade Fox. So very, very excited. I guess it went through my pity. That's probably why, to have both of those units. Now I'm going to explain to you guys why she's such an important unit to have for free-to-play players specifically, and because she can help you guys complete a lot of content that you may have been struggling with in the beginning. And I'm going to go show you guys a couple examples of this real quick. So first off, the unit in my squad setup is going to look like this. So I actually replaced the unit for her, and this is how my setup is now. I have Chiraha in the front, and the reason why you want to put her in the front is specifically for one reason, okay? And the reason for that is her active. Every time she does this attack, she'll decrease the target's armor resistance by 10% for 2 rounds. This is important because the next person that attacks gets the luxury of doing more damage on that row, right? So I would highly recommend putting her first for that reason alone. Secondly, another reason why you want to have her on your team, of course, is the fact that she can revive, and she has a pretty nifty shield, and she does some HP recovery. So she really ends up being your only support unit that you need outside of anyone else that increases rage. So in this case, I have Levia that increases rage, Aiken for DPS, Griff for a little bit survival and counter, Nis for CC, and Fenriru for damage as well too. So if we look at the team setup, it's looking pretty damn fine. So let's go ahead and show you guys kind of what I'm talking about, why she's important, even at a 0-star for free-to-play players. And I think that a lot of you guys will appreciate this as free-to-play players as well, because it will help you guys get yourself more resources, which at the end of the day is the biggest struggle we have as free-to-play players, right? So if I go into the combat missions, go back to, let's actually get out of patrol, get an expedition, and I'm going to show you guys a couple stages here that I haven't been able to clear at full 3 stars and how she makes a pretty big difference, right? So let's just go to the first one here. Now this boss here, I think I did, let's see, where is that unit? There we go. Parvati, who I have 1 star against. With my old team, I'm going to show you guys kind of how she functions on the new team. So I'm going to show you guys the skills, the breakdown, why she works the way she works, and why she's so important for you guys to use. So there you guys the attack right there. See, reduce and resistance, 10% more damage on those units, right? So you guys can see they're going to take a lot more damage than anybody else from Aiken and anyone else who does any form of damage. It doesn't really matter if it's magic or physical. Okay, so you guys can see here the foxtails are in fact on her. It doesn't show you guys as a buff because it's a passive. But here, we'll show you guys how that works as well too, okay? So once she gets hit, you'll kind of see, you're going to see the difference. So right away, you guys can see we're doing a lot more damage on that front line. They died pretty quickly. Here, we hope we got a freeze off. We did not. Okay, so there's a shield there. There, now you're going to see the shield come up right there. So there's, both of them had shields. And this should probably kill some of these guys off. There's Griff's damage, which is pretty damn high. And Levia, we should be able to finish this off with Fenriru here, okay? So overall, that survivability, those extra little buffs, those extra little debuffs, plus the heal that she provides you as an off healer, is going to help you guys get through a lot of the content you were not being able to 3-star before. I promise you, it's worthwhile having her on the team. We can actually no, let me attack and skip this one. And this will allow you guys as free-to-play players to collect yourself even more of the crystals. Like, look, I had 1 star on that one. And I did this literally not too long ago. And having her on there instantly gave me the boost that I need. Look at this. Now we got yourself 100, some extra resources, plus you're working on getting more of this and closer to your 1,500, right? So these are all very, very big things for Chiraha to provide to your team, right? Here's another fight we're going to do. So we'll show you guys this one. Let's see if this one works out just as well. Hopefully we're able to get 3-star. But she alone gives you guys enough survivability and enough debuffs and the ability to revive to help your whole team take out a lot of PvE content. Now, not to say that she's not good for PvP. She's just as good for PvP. I've just fought somebody with 200k more power than me, and they did not have Chiraha on the team, and I actually ended up winning the PvP fight. So it's a testament to how she's been built, and it's one of those units you absolutely can use at a 1-star level, guys, and take full advantage of, and not suffer the consequences of not having a healer or not having a tank, because she brings so much to the table as the support unit, right? So here, let's just go a little faster. Let's just see. I want to see her buff. See that heal right there? That heal is huge. Look how much that healed for, right? The moment that shield went off, that heal popped off as well. So it's very, very important right there. There's another heal there. to allow her to be able to do that. And the reason why I have Levia in the back there is I need her to provide us with that extra buff. Okay, here we go. Look at this. This was a 1-star stage before, right? And now that I'm able to get all these shields up all the time because of that foxtail. Oh, there's my first death. So she actually just died there. So that was just a really bad luck. So let's try this one. Let's redo this one. We'll do it again. Had a little bit of bad luck there. We'll go 3-star here. So that's the only caveat, right? It's getting yourself hit really hard that it's a one-shot, then you really don't have a chance to survive. That's going to be the only thing. So you got to watch out for that. So sometimes repositioning her in certain spots might be a good idea. Put a tankier person in a spot where there's a single target DPS like that to help you survive it a little better. But again, we're not doing too shabby here. So let's just see what happens this time around. Had a little bit of bad luck there, but I think we'll be okay this round. There's that heal again. Okay, let's just see this land, kill a few units for me. There's another shield. And that's from Therisis, the Neolith, right? So, see, every time that shield pops off, it's worthwhile having... Okay, Griff died that time. Okay, so we're going to do this one over again. Just to get that 3-star. But you guys can already see her value, right? Like, 1 unit dying versus having a 1-star, that's a pretty big deal. So that's a 2-star there. We're going to get it. We're going to do this one again and get it done. So that alone is worthwhile for sure. Now, like I said, her performance in PvP is just as good. Now, a lot of people have been asking, does she need dupes? As a free-to-play player, my suggestion to you guys is just get 1 copy of her for now, and that's good enough. Try to get her arms if you can to help you out. That SSR arm is actually really good, but don't forget you do get the SR version of the arm, which has half the shield that's provided versus the full amount, right? So don't fret too much if you guys can't get the SSR, but if you can, obviously pull for it. Try to get at least minimum 1 copy for that as well too, because the stats are a pretty big difference as well too. So let's see if we can get a 3-star this time. It's looking a bit better already. There's a good freeze. Good. Let's get another shield in. There's that heal again. That heal it's really, really helpful, to be honest. It might not seem like a lot, but it is really helpful. Oh, that was close. There we go. We got it done. That's all it took is that 1 extra little shield. There we go. All right, guys. So that's the version there that I would really recommend going for a copy. If you guys can get a copy at Chiraha, she can pretty much replace any tanks you probably have, and she can most likely replace any healer you have, all in one package. The only thing you'll need to stick around with is another rage unit, so you guys can continue building rage. Now, I'm almost level 60. If you look at my, let me just get my quick claim here. If you look at my bar here, I'm almost there, which is now going to boost my power even more as a free-to-play player because I'm going to unlock pets, and pets give you guys even more power to work with. So that's my 1.9 million is going to become 2 point something, which is great for a free-to-play player to work with. The only problem I have with her, Chiraha, is the fact that her links are very expensive. They're very expensive links. The beauty, though, of her, and I'm going to explain to you guys this one as well, too, real quick, is if you go to the organizational chart, she's actually a really good unit for Griff. If you look here, the Chiraha activation only requires 2 units, one's an SR, which is not bad. She does only get the HP bonus, which is still good for her, but the Volition of Fire Beacon, whenever her HP falls below 50%, she actually increases front row allies' block rate and crit res rate by 3% for 3 rounds. So this may not seem like a lot, but for someone like Griff to add an extra 10% block rate to her, if you can get it down to the maximum here, is actually pretty damn insane. So having a character like Griff who does require block, in a world where Piers counters that, this is a great buff to have for Chiraha to help out. So my suggestion, guys, if you can pull for her, absolutely get a copy of her. She's well worth it. We'll help you guys clear more content and also get you guys some more 3-stars on the exploration section, and then also help you push a little bit more on the PvP side. So well worth the investment at 0 stars. All right, guys, Payne, hope you enjoyed the video. I'll talk to you guys in the next one.